Hi guys, Judy here. I hope you're doing great. It is December 4, 5, 6, 7th. Sorry, I had to count. December 7th, Thursday. And that's my little diffuser going in my room. I love it. Lavender and peppermint. Jen got me started on these and it's awesome. Okay, guys, I have an encouragement for you. Last night I was walking my dog while my son was at youth group. It was really dark out. I like going in night walks with him. And we live up against a mountain, so it gets real dark in our neighborhood. And so I love looking at the sky because you can see stars and things where we live. And there's not a lot of street lights. It's odd. I don't know why. And where we used to live, which is only a couple miles away, there were lights always on. Ever since the fires, our street lights haven't been turned back on. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, I don't mind. I don't like light pollution. I like it dark. Okay, anyway. And my room's always dark. See, I'm always having I like it. I don't know why. I just don't like bright lights. Never have. My classroom's always dark. Anyway, guys, so I was walking my dog and I've been on this rapture-centric walk for 4 years. He fell on my son in 2013. I always thought people that said God was coming should just keep living, and it was just silly. I honestly didn't believe them. I just ignored them until it happened at our house. Okay, it happened to us. I came home. God had fallen on my son, and God, through my son, said, quit your job, stop everything, I'm coming. And so I did. I didn't even go back to work. I called in sick. And then I never went back. And for almost 2 years. Okay, so it's 4 years later. Okay, I'm still believing because what happened in our house was real. It was real. He fell on my son. He completely overtook my son when he was 10. I've never seen anything like it on YouTube. I've looked to see if it happened to anyone else. No. And he was prophesying, preaching, saying so many things, gave us order of events, everything. And it was amazing. Gave the first date set of Christmas 2013 through my son. I mean, see, and I asked the Lord, why'd you fall on him? Why didn't you just tell me? But the Lord said you wouldn't have believed it. You would have doubted. But he wanted to give me a sign I would never doubt. And of course, that my son had nothing to do with any of it. He wasn't even the same kid. I mean, when the Lord said, okay, I'm going to take my spirit off of you, you're going to go back to being a regular kid again. It was a slow transition back to being a regular kid. And then he was the same old sweet little bratty kid I knew before, okay? I still love him, but boy, when he was overtaken by God, oh, purity. It's going to be fun. Kids in heaven and on the new earth, they're not rebellious. They're wonderful, okay? Anyway, so I was on a walk last night at night, walking my dog, and I was like, God, it's been 4 years. If it's going to be another 4, I'm okay with it. I'll wait for you as long as I can, or as long as I have to, because I know you're coming. It's fine. I just need to know because my son's getting a little older now. I need to start planning. I should probably take a contract. I mean, I work every day, but I'm doing it like a temporary employee. Since he fell on my son, I haven't gone back to whatever. You guys, we just all have to be obedient to what God leads us to do, okay? So I have asked him periodically, can I do things a little differently now? Because it's kind of hard living in limbo like this, as you guys know. Some of you have done it longer, some of you shorter. So I was speaking in tongues and just really enjoying my evening walk with God. And I just said, Lord, should I do anything differently? I mean, if it's going to be a while, that's okay. I trust you. I know you're coming. I have no doubt about that. I mean, but it's just, I should probably plan a little better for my son. And, that weighs on me. And I was just having an honest talk. And I said, so Lord, just let me know. And just like I do, I encourage all you guys to just talk with him. Like he's with you on your walk. Like he's in the room. And would you know it? He answered me so quickly. So I'm walking. And he causes my... He causes my head to turn to the left, and I look up, and the huge meteorite huge fell. It's the second one I've seen since we moved here. The first one was crazy, and it was seen all across like the states. I looked on YouTube later that night, and a lot of people had seen it. The one that I saw, okay, but this one I looked on YouTube. No one has seen this one. It was huge, you guys. It was huge. It was the biggest one I've seen yet. I mean, it was huge. I can't even like tell you how big. It was so big. It was like so low and so close. It was crazy. It was so supernatural. The other meteorite I saw, it was really cool. It was going really long and really far. And I told some people that were outside, look up, and they did. They're like, oh my gosh, and then I went on the news and everyone had seen it too. This one was like a special sign. I mean, you guys, it was so big. And then it disappeared so quick. It was insane. Like, and that was a sign, unmistakable sign, right after I had been praying that and saying, God, but it was like him saying, no, keep on doing what you're doing. I'm coming. Don't change a thing. You trust me. I'm good. I'm coming for you. I could just feel all that, this peace flooded me. I always can sense it when God is smiling, and I could sense him smiling at me, and he's like, I'm going to get her good. I'm going to get her good. I'm not just going to answer her. I am going to like show her what's to come. It was amazing, you guys. It wasn't a regular meteorite. It was so huge and so close and so low. And that's what I want to tell you. So he's coming. Be excited. Keep being faithful. I know we get antsy. I do too. I'm a type A personality. Okay, we want to start doing things. We want to do this. We want to do that. And definitely check in with God if you're supposed to be doing stuff. Do it, okay? But he doesn't let me do too much. It's interesting. Lately he's out of the box, okay? God's weird. He's been having me do different things lately that just seem ridiculous. I'm not going to get into it, okay? But I do it. I obey. And I'm glad I obey because I'm happy when I do obey. And I feel at peace. And I sleep well, when I follow him. And I know it's weird. I'm not going to tell people what I'm doing because it's like, nope. It seems weird. But, God doesn't look at things the way the world looks at things. The world looks at stuff and says, you should be productive. Who are you preaching to? No. I'll just go ahead and tell you. The Lord told me he wanted me to get in tip-top shape. He wanted me to take an assignment that was less hours until the new year. And I did. And so I've been getting off early, and I've been going and exercising every day at my yoga, which you guys know Jesus and I love doing. And I feel great. And that's just weird. That's so it seems a little superficial to me. Like, why is this important to you, Jesus? But for whatever reason, I just obey him. So that's what he's been really having me take care of the home, my temple. I mean, not that I was, out of shape before. Well, not as good a shape, but I'd say I'm back to where I was before he fell on my son. And that had been something he'd been telling me to do after the fires. Like about a week after I went back to work, after they allowed us to go back after 3 weeks after the fires. And that's the direction he gave me. Doesn't make any sense. It seems a little weird. But anyway, I just obey him. I just do what he says because that's all that matters. And I love you guys. He's coming. I just can't tell you enough. This intimacy, this personal relationship, this walk with him, it is the only thing worth investing in. Your love walk with Christ and with others as he overflows, but keep it with him, keep it with him, keep it with him, and he'll direct you to the people he wants you to love and overflow on. He'll trust him for that. I've been saved over 20 something years, and I know some of you are new to the Lord. I just want to kind of be like a mom here and just encourage you. He's good. Trust him. Go ahead, and God asked me if I could start praying for people again like I was before. I'd write everything down and I would pray in tongues while I was at work or, during my dog walks. He told me to ask me if I could start doing that again. So if you want to leave a prayer request in the comment section And I'm happy to do that because I love when he does this because it's directed by him. And so then we know it's going to yield fruit. Okay. So I love you guys, and hopefully I'll see you tonight. But if not, we will believe every day and look up. Okay, bye.